The math classroom buzzes with the murmur of teenage voices, a symphony of boredom. Amidst the drone of equations, a student attempts a flirtatious maneuver, attention divided between numbers and a classmate. The girl is sitting, seemingly oblivious to the subtle advances, lost in her own thoughts. The classroom, a stage for both academic pursuits and secret longings. The student, undeterred, leans in closer, a playful smile gracing his lips. A blackboard filled with complex equations looms large, a stark reminder of the task at hand. The hum of fluorescent lights casts long shadows across the math classroom, where algebra equations fade into the background as teenage chatter fills the room. An announcement shatters the classroom's mundane rhythm, plunging students into unprepared silence. The intercom voice booms. Attention, this is not a drill. There is an armed intruder on campus. Panic ignites as the intercom voice commands. The school is going into lockdown. Teachers, lock your doors, turn your lights off, and tell everyone to get under their desks immediately. Inside the math classroom, a subtle tension hangs in the air as the day's lessons loom. A quick glance reveals the room is filled with students. None stand out, yet a keen observer notices their casual disinterest. The usual suspect is conspicuously absent, adding a layer of unexpected calm to the otherwise mundane scene. The class carries on, their actions betraying a sense of routine, a mere formality before the real day begins. The atmosphere is light, carefree, a stark contrast to the weighty subjects they are supposed to be mastering. In the hum of the math classroom, a student hides beneath a desk, absorbed in the world of Clash of Clans. The phone's ringtone shatters the classroom's quiet, revealing the secret game. The student continues to play Clash of Clans, ignoring the quiet hum of the classroom. Unaware, the teacher continues the lesson. The classrooms hum a backdrop to the clandestine game. The student's focus tightens, shutting out the world as the game intensifies. A world of strategy and battles unfolds beneath the desk, a stark contrast to the equations above. In the middle of math class, a sudden, deafening bang rips through the classroom. The laughter dies in their throats, replaced by chilling silence. Nervous glances dart around the room as fear begins to take hold. Anxiety tightens its grip as the chilling sound echoes in their minds. The realization dawns on them. It sounds unmistakably like a gunshot. The air thickens with dread, and the students brace themselves for the unknown. Bathed in gentle sunlight, a teenage girl sits quietly at her desk, oblivious to the growing tension around her. Beside her, another girl squirms, her anxiety escalating as the weight of impending doom sinks in. Panic rising, she blurts out, "Oh my gosh, we're not gonna make it, are we? What if we get hurt?" Her voice trembles with fear as the possibility of harm looms large. The math classroom door is the stage for an omen. He clutches his Stanley water bottle. It is a silent threat. The students will soon know their fate. In the math classroom, a student crouches beneath his desk, lost in a dark, imagined scenario. He envisions a horrifying event, a school shooter scenario playing out in his mind. Instead of heroic bravery, he imagines himself cowering behind a panicking girl. He shrinks back, his face etched with terror as the imagined horror unfolds. Silence descends upon the math classroom, heavy with unspoken tension. The air thickens, each tick of the clock amplifying the growing unease. A student shifts, the faint sound piercing the heavy quiet. The palpable tension stretches, threatening to snap the fragile calm. Sunlight floods the math classroom, filled with an unsettling calm. A flicker of movement outside shatters the quiet. Police cars arrive in the parking lot. The students' eyes widen, their focus shifting from equations to the unfolding drama outside. The classroom buzzes with nervous whispers, the equations on the board now meaningless. A nervous energy courses through me as I walk toward the teacher. Sunlight floods the classroom, highlighting the stillness of dust motes in the air. I propose a daring escape. "Hey, if things get bad, how about we break through the window?" The teacher dismisses the idea. "That's not a good idea." My gaze lingers on the window, imagining a desperate escape. The weight of the situation hangs heavy in the air. In the math classroom, an ominous jiggling of the door handle shatters the silence. A wave of dread washes over, heart sinking with each click of the lock. The window suddenly becomes an inviting escape from the encroaching threat. The window beckons, promising freedom from the classroom's confines. Fluorescent lights hum over a math classroom, the air thick with unspoken dread. Whiteboards display half-finished equations, monuments to interrupted learning. Nervous glances dart between students, each a silent question mark. The teacher freezes mid-sentence. A piece of chalk suspended in the air like a held breath. A disembodied voice shatters the silence. Attention. Do not open your classroom door under any circumstance, no matter who says they are out there. In the math classroom, a student is hunched over his desk, lost in concentration. The scratching of his pencil echoes, a persistent sound in the otherwise quiet classroom. Dog. Algebra is not worth dying for. Put that paper away. Frustration mounts as I grit my teeth, struggling to ignore the incessant noise. Warm sunlight floods the math classroom as students pack up, signaling the end of the lesson. At the front, the teacher adjusts the microphone, a subtle air of anticipation around her. She addresses the class with a clear, calm tone. Attention, classes, please evacuate to the grass. A wave of murmurs ripples through the room as students respond, a mixture of curiosity and readiness evident in their movements. In the math classroom, the teacher raises a marker, signaling the end of class. The teacher directs the class to leave in a single file, but the students erupt into a chaotic stampede. The classroom transforms into a whirlwind of motion as students rush toward the exit. The doorway becomes a bottleneck as the eager students converge, a mass of jostling bodies. A sea of students and faculty floods the school's grassy expanse, confusion etched on every face. Uncertainty ripples through the crowd as they gather, their collective unease growing. Uniformed police officers cut through the disarray, their determined movements heightening the tension. The officers advance steadily, their focused strides drawing attention from the anxious crowd. One by one, the officers enter the classrooms, each step amplifying the palpable sense of dread. The school stands silent, the unknown hanging heavy in the air as the students watch. On the school's grassy expanse, the day's peace shatters as law enforcement escorts a figure in cuffs. Silent assumptions ripple through the air, hanging heavy as the supposed intruder is marched away. The police car waits, its presence a stark punctuation to the disruption. The figure is guided into the vehicle, sealing a chapter of unease on the school grounds. The sharp crack echoes, slicing through the air and igniting panic among the students. Fear grips the students. Screams erupt. A surge of terror sweeps across the school grass area as another bang shatters the calm. Chaos descends. The reality of the moment crashes down. Amidst the school's grassy expanse, a kid approaches the boundary wall. With youthful agility, he leaps over the wall. He lands nimbly on the other side. Now in his backyard, homeward bound, he heads towards his house. The piercing sound of the all-clear bell shatters the tense quiet, signaling safety. A wave of relief washes over the students, their posture changing from rigid fear to relaxed hope. The announcement reassures them. It is safe to return to classrooms. The schoolyard slowly returns to life as students begin moving back towards their classrooms. The math classroom transforms into a social hub as lunchtime begins. Desks haphazardly merge, creating makeshift tables where students gather. Amidst the low hum of voices, some students savor their lunches. Animated discussions fill the air as students passionately dissect recent events. The classroom buzzes with youthful energy, a temporary escape from equations and theorems. The school cafeteria buzzes with a chaotic symphony of voices and clattering trays. I approach the teacher, my face etched with concern amidst the cafeteria's noisy backdrop. What happened? I ask, my voice barely audible above the din. The teacher hesitates, a knowing look in their eyes as they prepare to reveal a hidden truth. I know the truth, the teacher says, their voice laced with caution. The cafeteria noise fades into background. The weight of the impending revelation hangs heavy. In the bustling school cafeteria, a teacher addresses a room full of students, the air thick with anticipation. The teacher begins to explain the situation. Her voice steady and calm, she reveals. The intruder was just two kids from another school who were fighting in the hallway. A collective sigh of relief sweeps through the room as the students absorb the news. The cafeteria slowly returns to its normal, noisy state. The school parking lot is almost empty, a stark contrast to its usual bustling activity. A police car speeds away, its siren a fading cry in the distance. The silence returns, heavy and unsettling, to the deserted school parking lot. The empty parking spaces echo with unspoken stories. The school parking lot is still. The math classroom transforms into a joyous scene, filled with resounding laughter. The students' laughter fills every corner of the room, creating an atmosphere of shared mirth. The sound of unrestrained joy echoes through the classroom, a symphony of youthful exuberance. The classroom vibrates with the pure, unadulterated sound of collective laughter. In the heart of the math classroom, a moment of shared levity breaks through the academic routine. In the heart of the math classroom, relief washes over the teacher's face. The air lightens, a subtle shift in the classroom's atmosphere as tension fades. A quiet sigh escapes, carrying away the echoes of challenge and stress. The teacher regains composure, the hint of a smile playing on lips. A moment of calm prevails as the teacher stands ready to guide students forward. The school grass area buzzes with hushed urgency. The air vibrates with the lingering tension of the lockdown. Their voices, though low, carry an undercurrent of fear and uncertainty. Each face reflects the shared trauma, a silent testament to the day's events. The students are trying to recapture a sense of normalcy amidst the palpable unease. The school hallway, a canvas of youthful expression, pulses with hushed whispers and furtive glances. Lockers stand guard, their surfaces plastered with personal stories and rebellious art. A palpable tension grips the air. Each student, a tightrope walker, balancing on the edge of anticipation. Gossip weaves through the crowd, a silent undercurrent of secrets and speculation. Nervous eyes scan the corridor, each glance a question mark in the silent drama unfolding. Inside the school office, a tense atmosphere hangs heavy as staff members gather. The gravity of the lockdown etches worry lines onto their faces. Each member is visibly burdened by the weight of their responsibilities. A silent conversation passes between them, a shared understanding of the crisis. The air crackles with unspoken fears and anxieties. Together, they brace themselves, ready to face whatever comes next. The school entrance bursts into life as vehicles converge, parents poised to collect their children. Anticipation hangs heavy as mothers and fathers eagerly await the sound of freedom. The dismissal bell rings. A flood of children erupts from the school doors, their joyous shouts echoing. Laughter fills the air as children reunite with their families, a vibrant tapestry of joy and relief. The school day ends, and a wave of relief washes over the students as they begin to gather their belongings. The sound of textbooks slamming shut echoes through the classroom, signaling the end of studies. Chairs scrape against the linoleum floor as students rise, a symphony of departure filling the air. A collective sigh of freedom escapes as the students prepare to leave, their faces lit with anticipation. The air buzzes with excited chatter as the classroom empties, a sense of liberation palpable. The classroom slowly empties, leaving behind only the lingering scent of chalk and the echoes of the day's lessons. The school bus stop buzzes with youthful anticipation on a bright morning. Sunlight dances on the pavement, illuminating the students' eager faces as they await the bus. Laughter and chatter fill the air, a symphony of youthful energy and excitement. Anticipation builds as the distant rumble of the approaching school bus grows louder. The school bus arrives, its bright yellow color signaling the start of a new day. The old school bus rumbles down the road, each bump a beat in the soundtrack of youthful anticipation. Teenagers chatter, their voices a lively blend of nervous energy and barely contained excitement. The windows rattle, mirroring the butterflies fluttering in the stomachs of the young passengers. A shared glance between friends speaks volumes, a silent promise of adventures yet to come. The bus turns a corner, a subtle shift in direction mirroring the uncertainty of the day ahead. Sunlight streams through the windows, casting a golden glow on faces filled with hope and trepidation. The school bus departs, leaving students to scatter along the sun-drenched residential street. Backpacks become badges of passage as the students amble homeward, their silhouettes stretched long by the afternoon sun. Their laughter and chatter echo, momentarily disrupting the otherwise quiet neighborhood. Each step carries them further into the embrace of home, signaling the end of another school day. Sunlight bathes the kitchen as a student begins to recount the lockdown events to their family. Their voice remains steady, yet a subtle tremor betrays the lingering anxiety. Concern etches deeper lines into the faces of their family, mirroring the untold strain. The weight of shared experiences hangs heavy in the air, an unspoken acknowledgement of the ordeal. The student's bedroom is bathed in the soft glow of a desk lamp, illuminating scattered textbooks and notes. Lost in thought, I sit on the edge of the bed, eyes fixed on the wall. The day's events replay in my mind. The room is quiet, filled only with the weight of unspoken thoughts. The dim light casts long shadows, deepening the mood of contemplation. The school gates open to a flood of students. Laughter and chatter fill the air as friends reunite. A lone student pauses, taking a deep breath before entering the school. Bicycles lean against the racks, a colorful array of transportation. The school bell rings, signaling the start of another day. Sunlight floods the math classroom, a stark contrast to the palpable fear gripping the students. Whispers flutter among the students, a fragile attempt to break the heavy silence. Some students stare blankly ahead, lost in their thoughts, the tension of the lockdown weighing heavily on them. The neat rows of desks emphasize the order, a futile attempt to control the chaos within. The sunlight, once comforting, now feels like an exposing spotlight, highlighting the students' vulnerability. Under the vast sky, the school grass area pulses with life as students traverse the verdant expanse. Sunlight bathes the scene, highlighting the youthful energy and the simple joy of a day at school. Each step carries the promise of knowledge and the weight of dreams. As students navigate their paths across the green, the grass whispers beneath their feet, a silent witness to the stories unfolding in the heart of the school. In this haven of learning, life's journey is etched into every footprint, every shared smile, every hopeful glance. The school hallway buzzes with the vibrant energy of passing students. A sea of faces flows, each student a story untold. Laughter echoes, bouncing off the lockers that line the walls. The hallway pulses with life, a microcosm of youthful dreams and aspirations. Amidst the hustle, a sense of anticipation hangs in the air, promising futures yet to unfold. The school cafeteria buzzes with the energetic chaos of lunchtime. Conversations echo through the crowded room as students catch up and unwind. Laughter erupts as jokes are shared between friends. A moment of camaraderie and youthful joy fills the air. The school bell's final ring unleashes a torrent of students. Backpacks swing wildly as laughter pierces the air. The sun casts a golden glow on the waiting yellow school buses. A group of friends erupts from the doors, their energy boundless. One student pauses, a wide grin spreading across their face. The buses stand ready, promising journeys home and the end of the school day. Under the oppressive glare of a desk lamp, a student is swallowed by shadows, a solitary figure amidst a sea of textbooks. Papers strewn chaotically across the desk, each sheet a testament to hours bled into the night. The weight of unfinished assignments presses down, a silent burden carried in the stillness of the room. Each page turned is a battle fought, each paragraph read a step further into the labyrinth of knowledge. The lamp's unwavering glow etches the scene, a tableau of dedication bordering on despair. The schoolyard buzzes with the energy of students as a drill unfolds. Amidst the chatter, teachers guide the students, their presence a beacon of assurance. Some students listen intently, their expressions reflecting a mix of seriousness and focus. The school drill proceeds with orderly purpose, students and teachers weaving together in a dance of safety. Sunlight floods the math classroom, illuminating attentive faces as the teacher begins. With chalk in hand, she gestures, weaving the lesson's beginning. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air as the students listen, eyes fixed on her. Safety procedures, a shield of knowledge, are presented to the attentive. In the dance of dust and light, a classroom learns to calculate with care. Under a clear sky, students gather for an evacuation drill, their movements precise and orderly. Teachers and staff stand watch, their guidance ensuring a smooth and safe process. The students move in unison, a testament to preparedness and discipline. The school's evacuation drill unfolds with calm efficiency, a well-rehearsed procedure. The school auditorium buzzes with a restless energy as rows of students fill the seats, their expressions varying from boredom to excitement. Shafts of sunlight pierce through the tall windows, casting a golden glow on the scene. The school principal stands at the podium, a figure of authority amidst the youthful crowd. With a measured tone, the school principal begins. Good morning, everyone. The school principal continues. I want to talk to you today about something very important. Safety. Under the bright sun, the school entrance buzzes with students, their laughter momentarily shadowed by new security. A newly installed metal detector stands sentinel, its cold surface reflecting the warmth of the day. Uniformed security guards stand watch, their presence a stark reminder of the changing times. Banners awkwardly proclaim new security measures in place, a stark contrast to the school's aged facade. The sun casts long shadows, highlighting the division between carefree youth and cautious vigilance. The air is thick with a mix of youthful exuberance and unspoken anxiety. The room is bathed in a soft, comforting light, casting a warm glow over scattered books and notes. The desk lamp casts shadows, softening the edges of every object. A sense of tranquility fills the air, erasing the tension of recent weeks. The room is a haven, a place of calm amidst the storm of student life. Each book and note seems to whisper stories of knowledge and achievement. In this quiet space, the weight of the world seems to lift.